Okay, does this work? I see nothing in the little preview. It's probably not a good sign, but it says it's connected, so I don't know. It just doesn't want to show it. Where is my preview? Okay, I don't get a preview, but it says that it's online. Okay, there it is. Now, in fact, I just remembered I have to do laundry. So I'm gonna do laundry in well, at the first moment that I decide to start procrastinating on this, I'm just gonna start doing laundry, so. Okay. So not that you would particularly realize it from the title of the stream, which is vague. But I am gonna try an experimental feature because I don't have the motivation to do this on my own. So I'm kind of hoping at least that this constitutes some kind of accountability for me to actually try to get some of it done. Or even just the design. Because I've had a lot of feedback and people are saying they can't access the items from later on in the game. They can't they're trying to get the 100% achievements. They can't get the 100% achievements. And like all good game development practice, I am simply going to add another mechanic, which kind of patches it up there. So essentially what this mechanic is the ability to buy and sell items to the Intergalactic Federation. See if I can get the... Not that anybody's watching at the moment, but I can get this little standalone chat window if I want to. There we go. Let me try and at least get it started. Trying to get something, because you never know. Maybe I'll get something. I don't have to finish it all. I don't know if I'll be online for a very long time, but essentially if I'm sitting here and I have at least a feeling of accountability, then that will eventually translate into progress and eventually completion of the feature which I've been thinking of. Yeah, seems all good. Well, I say all good, it seems adequate and fine, at the very least. Well, at the very least it seems... full stop. I don't know if it's adequate or fine, to be honest. It could be inadequate. I could do all this work and then it could actually be terrible and I'll have to take it out. That's happened like 5 times. And it could also be not fine. It could be explicitly aggravating to ever have even tried. Well, I hope not. So I have made some changes to this game which are never seen before. Which I made some of these changes and then I stopped working on it. Oh, that is quite loud. Okay. It doesn't matter. So first of all, these guys get hungry, and they will die if they don't get food. Which is a fairly big change, to be honest. It's a fairly major... If I just get one of these guys. So this guy, Coleman, is going to expire, and you're going to see exactly what it looks like. Well, it shouldn't look like that. I don't know what... Huh? Let me try that again. Because if it comes up and he's twice the size as he should be, that's not what I put in the game. That's not where I left it yesterday. So obviously something has changed. Okay. The game is apparently broken already. That was fast. If I just do that... How big is this sprite? This might actually just be scaled up. Yeah, it's scaled up, I think. So if I just restart and I at least make sure that the game is where I left it and it isn't in a broken state. This is another thing I gotta fix, but I will fix that. Oh, okay. These two are linked. So another thing is that now you can click them and you can right-click the arena to get them to move in that direction. And it's not perfect. They will still sometimes just wander off wherever they feel like going, but hey, there we are. So now it's sort of working, at least as it was working yesterday. Yeah. So this might be the button. I might put this, not this guy, get out of here. This one, I think, will be the trading relay. However, I gotta think, this is expensive as hell. You need a lot of points to get this one. So what I might do, I don't know if I would make it totally free. But at least I could reduce the cost. I could make it maybe half of what it is, or less, I don't know. Also, they generate items now, in case you don't want to even play the actual game, because of course, why would you? And an additional thing, if I can get it before this guy expires, is that Autel here will take them off your hands, essentially free of charge, which is not especially useful in the slightest right now, but it is an option. And also they will pick them up and they'll put them down on these little tables. I don't know what I'm doing with that, they're just little tables. See? And they just sit there. They just sit there. Oops. So I was trying to go for a little bit more of like an insane aquarium vibe for the hunger mechanic. So you actually do have to pay attention, and it isn't just a completely pointless thing. If you have these guys, you have to feed them or else they'll die. And I think that's been positive so far. I think. It seems like a direction that I want. Perhaps. Another thing is Autel himself, which is a mess. I prototyped this whole thing just to have some content in here, and it's okay, but I don't see it really going much further. Oh well. I'll be continuously reforming the Autel mechanics, probably until the actual day that I die. So I just can't come up with a really nice and streamlined method or role for Autel. But on the other hand, it's fine. I don't even need one at the moment. I'm sure there will be a use, but I've sort of jumped the gun a little bit. I have this item collection system, and I have these tables. I have tables and I have items, and the items go on the tables. What else they do, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. But I mean, there's options. I don't know if I would have them transmute into other items, perhaps other items of a higher quality. Perhaps it doesn't transmute them at all and it just sort of improves the quality of them. That could be an option. But essentially, I think most of this, well, all of this, is somewhat auxiliary to what might be the main component of the game, of this part of the game, which doesn't even exist yet, so it is a little bit weird to now be making huge changes to this part of the game. But I mean, I got it on version control. Let me just see, do I have it on, do I have the latest bits? I have no idea. Okay, it's loads of stuff. This is mostly okay. All this stuff, and this is going on the HTML. What? Why? Right. Forget it. This is going on the HTML5 branch, on my local branch, because my remote branch I can't log into right now. I gotta remember to fix that later when I'm not broadcasting all my business to the internet. And my guys are expiring. That's not good at all. Jesus. Yeah, I have it cheat right now, so I can just spawn a whole load of them if I feel like it. I feel like I need more tables, but the tables don't do anything, so I might just ignore it. Well, there you go. Have fun. But yeah, I could have more tables. For what purpose? I don't know. Miscellaneously processing these items. For what purpose? Well, there is a purpose, and it's to do with this Federation trading relay. That's hopefully, if I feel like doing all of the necessary steps, the interface, the actual mechanics, I can do, what would you call it? It's like a trading post. It's like Is it like eBay? I mean, maybe. Not as big as eBay. There's a lot of things on eBay. But it's basically a place for buying and selling of these items. And that doesn't sound so difficult. That sounds doable. Potentially. It sounds reasonable. It sounds rational. He's just picked that up. And what does he do with it? Pretty much nothing. He just walks around with it. He doesn't do anything. He's just holding it. There's that. He's doing a good job. Why does it say that he is researching when he is objectively not? This thing. Very fun little mini game here. Utterly broken. Utterly broken. It does not work in the way that it seems like it should work. It does not work in the way that it actually should work. It frequently will show, if I click here and then I click here, it doesn't update, it doesn't hide this little window, even though this guy isn't doing nothing. I mean, if I do that, it's, yeah, it saves the last one. Why does it do that? I thought I already fixed that. Evidently I have not already fixed that, because the issue is still persisting. Let me put this down on a table for essentially no reason. I think what I need is for I need the I need a separate area. I need this button. I need to be able to click this button and transport somebody to a different area. Perhaps. I think so. I mean, it's just the fact that this is integrated with these four. It would be weird if this wasn't spawning an entity. So I need these to be able to free float as well. These items, they're only relative to these other entities. Why aren't they able to just... Why can't I click and drag them around? Well, you know, why can't they just exist as they are? Because what I could do, I could have the trading relay be a completely different area, kind of like a market. I was always thinking it would be like eBay, or it would be like a listing website. People have prices, and you can either buy or sell at their prices, or you can offer something at a price, and then, you know, what if it was more like a market? And you go to a place, and they do market things. It's an interesting idea. I kind of like that idea, but it would require a lot of extra work. I'm not opposed to that, but I would like another place that isn't this, you know? Because this place is good, but it's not the only place that I could possibly envision. And it does get a little bit boring to keep looking at this. So what I could do is I could have this guy. Perhaps a guy, or perhaps just a... no, maybe it should be a guy. I was just talking about how I wasn't such a fan of the disembodied listings website. It would be very mechanical. Probably not that fun. But that's not a bad idea. I don't know what the market would look like. I mean, it would have to look like a market. And I'm not 100%... I'm not even really 5% confident with my artistic abilities in that respect. But I could probably make something, or hell, even if it's just a boring room, what I could do is I could have these items, I could just put them here, and have them sold. Perhaps there would be other entities. I do have a few other sprites I've been looking to use. I don't know what I would use them for yet, but perhaps as disembodied customers, that would be fine. Or hell, even other guys like this are customers. Who knows? I'm sure there would be a bit of, you know, diverging evolution. Not all of them are fully aligned to this place anymore. But nonetheless, I could see it working. Now the next question is, do I feel like actually doing any of that? Do I feel like actually making a market? I have no idea. Well, I do have an idea. The answer is no. But can I transmute my willpower to possibly make this be done and happening? The answer is maybe. It would, oh, my gentleman. It would be a good idea, but I'm very lazy and I don't want to do it. But it would give a purpose to these tables, and that's quite a good thing. Well, yeah, I guess that's what I've been working on. I'm not doing this for any longer than I have to. I haven't had any coffee, except for about 3 sips of coffee just now, but for the past 3 days I've been without caffeine, and that's a miserable existence, I gotta say. It's dreadful. I like coffee. So I am done. I'm gonna go maybe work on the thing that I just... Am I even live streaming? I have no idea. Okay, yes, I am. But yeah, I'm gonna potentially work on the thing I just mentioned, or at very least I'm going to think about it. And if anybody has watched this or will watch this in the future, because I think it's public after it ends, then thanks for watching, and goodbye.